I be over here freaking cooking some boy. Ain't nothing better than some eggs and some peanut butter on toast. Ever wonder what it will be like to travel the stars? To have like, you know, like a freaking spaceship and like go up there and like be like fast enough to like go from like star to star and like really be able to like get out there and shit. I see like a lot of shit that's like on Instagram and stuff, you know, like people try to, you know, they try to get away. They try to get away from it all and try to go out maybe at 2 o'clock in the morning and, oh, look up at the stars and imagine the galaxy. And it's just like, well, you could literally just do it right now. I mean, maybe not if like, you know, it's during the daytime or anything like that, but it's like, you can literally just kind of do it like right now. And, you know, I'm kind of a hypocrite because, like, you know, I don't really take too much time to do that. But I'm learning, like, a lot of the things that you're, like, looking for and hoping for, it's already there. I don't think that I'm trying to lecture you. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange to admit. But it's just, like, the things that are already inside of my head, I don't know them, but it's just like, it's weird that like when I start to speak and like when I go and like edit my video, I literally teach myself things that apparently are already inside of my brain, but it's like I don't know it until I verbally speak it. So I was kind of feeling a little bit depressed earlier. I was like just feeling really down. I was feeling really sad. It might have to do with, you know, putting alcohol down, because prior to this, I was drinking like almost every single day. So it might or it might not have to do with that. It might just be in the real situation that I'm in. Because it's like, you know, like I'm freaking broke. I'm broke and I have a job, but there's no work in the job right now. And it's just kind of a waiting game for me right now. And so I was like getting kind of down. So I did take some money that I really don't have, and I went and got a haircut. And I did that, but I didn't even freaking take a shower. I need to go take a shower after I upload this video. But I'm gonna go to the gym, you know, to upload this video. But it's just like, I'm like a little bit fucked up right now. I'm a little bit fucked up, and like I always have these goals, these aspirations, these huge megalithic freaking goals for reasons like I really don't know why. I was feeling on top of the world, man. I was feeling really good. But then I went and looked at my bank account, and then like a thing that I didn't even account for took, you know, automatic the money out, and then like it was a number in the account that I wasn't expecting, and it was lower than what I was expecting to be in there. And then it was so weird that how I was observing it earlier of like, you know, my depression right now, and how I went from so happy to like almost like like deflating like a balloon of like I couldn't keep it together, of like keeping that good nice energy. I could not keep it. It was like slow. I was like slowly deflating into anger of like, fuck, man. Like that was not what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting to see that really low number in my account. And it literally just took all of my freaking happiness. So now I was expecting another thing to come out today, and I was just like, you know what, dude? I was like, don't even look at the number. It's a bad thing, but it's like, don't even look at the number. And now I'm thinking of like, physically, nothing changed. I'm like, I'm all right. Okay, this is a dire situation. This is a bad situation. But when I look at it, I look at my truck, I look at living in the back of it makes me happy, actually. Living in the back of this truck, it makes me happy. I live in California, you know, like, so I was just like, all right, let's not upset myself. Let's not upset myself. I took some money. I was just like, I need a haircut, because the thing was, it was upsetting. It was upsetting me. My hair was upsetting me because it was too tall. Because when I shaved it the other day, it really made it look like a little bit tall, and like it was just too tall, and I just didn't like how it looked. So I went, took some money, and I went to a barber, and they took it down to a 5. So that kind of made me feel better, and it's just like, I just have to realize that everything's gonna be just fine. Everything's gonna be okay. I've made it this far. I've made it this far, and I haven't even begun yet. So it's like right now I'm thinking maybe like I don't want to become an actor. Maybe I don't want to be like a famous YouTuber. Maybe I don't want that life. Because it depresses me. It depresses me. And even like in one of my very first YouTube videos that I put on this channel, I said I spent the past few years trying to get rich that it made me broke. And that was like such a true Paul Frazier statement of, it was just true. It was just true. It's like I do attribute a lot of that to the family, because in life, I was doing so good living like in Arizona, because like, you know, I moved out there with my best friend. They kicked me out. I was homeless that was the very first time that I was ever homeless. But I had a 1996 Honda Civic, and I worked my way up. I still worked my job. I still worked my security job years ago. And I got myself my very first apartment out in Arizona. And then from that triumph, I was reading so many books. I was listening to so many motivational things that I don't do that anymore. But it's like I was like so pumped up of just like, fuck, man, I'm going to continue working this job to the day that I'm 90 years old and then fucking die. So I was just like, all right, my lease for the apartment in Arizona is up. I'm going to go and travel to 48 states. And miraculously, I did that. No one can take that from me. YouTube took away my old YouTube account, which had all the vlogs and had all that. But the experience, the places that I've been, the memories that I have, no one can take that away from me. And I'm glad that I did that, because I would have just been out there doing nothing, being a security guard, doing nothing, having a basic ass life. But it's just like, now I can say I've traveled everywhere. So it's like taking that risk, taking that jump was worth it. Holy shit. Not talking about the goals that are like, you know, oh, I want to become famous or something like that. I'm talking about like goals that I've actually accomplished. They've always been huge. It's always been the right next step. I've always made the right step. Even like when I was on Depakote and like the other medications that the doctor prescribed me because I was in that car accident. And going to Logan Paul's house and yelling and screaming, Logan, notice me. And then getting all the fucking helicopter up in the sky and everything. I'm starting to realize every single step that I've boldly made has been the right step. It's crazy, it's insane. Because like, even like right now, like when I'm in it, I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Quit this fucking job, get another security job, and start making money again. But I'm like, no, that's not the right step, because no other job that I have right now that I'm waiting for is perfectly suited for my DNA. It's with the filming industry. And like, obviously I'm doing something with a camera and a tripod. Well, I used to have a camera, but I dropped it off the side of a mountain. Oh, so like in this moment of this, like, I think that's pretty impressive that I can do this right now, because it's like, you know, when everything's all jolly and good in your life, then you can say, like, you can say to yourself, oh, like, when times are tough, stay positive. But that's because you're in like a good situation. But it's like right now that I'm in a horrible situation, I'm very impressed with myself that I can say, Paul, keep it together, be mature, and stay positive. Stay positive, because I mean, I guess that saying that God or the universe, like, I don't want to be disrespectful to, like, whatever we're gonna call it, whatever it is, if it even is a thing. He's not going to put you through anything that you can't make it through. Buddy, let me tell you, when I fell down that mountain, when I got my car repossessed and all of my possessions, like if you took this truck from me right now and just out in Los Angeles, when I was in the back of the squad car being pulled away from Logan Paul's house, in that that second that you are in the cop car and you show up at the jail and like the big gates open and the, you know, when you are in it, it's like, I said it in the repossession video, how the fuck am I gonna get out of this one? How am I gonna get out of this one? How am I going to get out of this one? And it's just like, I'm still breathing. I still have my truck, which is like my everything right now. And outside of the truck, I still have me. You know, technically, physically, you can take this truck away from me. You can kill me. But up until that point, I'll always be me. And it's just like, I think that I'm mentally still pretty underdeveloped. But it's just like, I said this to my mom before, even if I could change lives and be fucking Oprah, I wouldn't want to be anybody else but me. With that said, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning. Goodbye.